talk a little bit about what would be our kickoff return. Kickoff return. We are going to run what we call a double wedge system. All right. First things first. This first line is going to be 10 yards from where the ball is located. All right. The next line is going to be 10 yards behind them. And then the next line will be 10 yards behind them. So our deepest guy is going to be 30 yards away. Now we can adjust that depending on how hard the kid can kick and whatever. To make it easy, I left the positions as we would identify them in offense. So you have a tackle, guard, center, guard, tackle. Let's call that our offensive line. All right. The kicker, the center is going to line up directly in front of the kicker. The guard directly in front of, so we're going to use the kicker as the designate, have a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the guards are going to line up in front of the 2-man. The tackles are going to line up in front of the 4-man. All right, so we can see now that obviously our X, Y's, and Z lined up in front of 3, 1, 3 respectively. And we move our fullback up with these guys, and he lines up in front of this one. So there's our alignment. The 1 and the 4, even though this may not be, the halfback and the quarterback, we're just using these numbers so that the kids can relate. They're going to be lined up at 1.5 or between the 1 and the 2. So if you imagine that little area there, that's what that'll be. So that is our alignment. Once the ball travels past 10 yards, that is a live ball. If the other team recovers it, it is their ball at that position. So the first thing you do as a line is make sure the ball gets past you. If the ball comes to anyone in the second line, you fall on it. Recover the ball, take a knee. We're not going to return from this line. It is more important for us to get the ball than it is to try to return the ball, especially if one's on the ground. If ever the ball is on the ground, you fall on it. All right? These guys can pick it up and run because they're so far back. But as this team is running at us, if we fumble that ball one time, trying to pick it up from the ground, they may recover it. So if the ball is on the ground, we fall on it. We'll take the ball right there. The way a double wedge system works. Make these lines go away here real quick. It's exactly what it sounds like. There's going to be a wedge between the first line and a wedge between the second line. Double wedge. All right. So let's say the ball comes to this guy. Once the ball goes past you, you are going to turn and run directly at where the ball is. So Y is going to drop to here, 3 is going to drop to here, Z is going to drop to here. And ideally what this is going to be, we're going to have a wall of guys similar to this. All right, so now we have our 4 guys facing this direction. Same thing here. Center is going to drop, guard, tackle, and then we're going to have tackle, guard, center, guard, tackle. So we have 2 walls that will be our lead blocker. This guy that doesn't get the ball is just going to come in here and fill in right here. So we've got 2 walls. These walls are going to progress up the field, and we are always blocking the guys out. So 3 is going to block this direction, Z is going to block this direction, Y this direction, X. Okay. So that makes sense to everybody. So what we're doing, the wedge formation, once we come to here, it's going to look something like this. We're going to have a center, guard, tackle, 1, X, Y, 3, Z. And they're going to form a wedge like this. We are wedging guys out, and then the 4-back is going to run right through the middle of this double wedge. So you engage the first person you come to, and you want to block that person to the sideline. Always block them to the sideline. So if everybody on this side blocks to this sideline, everybody on this side blocks to this sideline, then you see how we're opening the play up. Again, this will be what we would consider our kickoff return. It would be a double wedge middle return. The wedge sets on this guy. When he gets the ball and is ready, he'll yell go, then the wedge will start moving up the field together.